Let me say something that would have sounded completely insane a year ago. Now is the best time to play Hunt Showdown. Yes, that Hunt Showdown. The game that almost nuked its complete player base with the 1896 update. The game I made a video about titled How an Update Almost Killed This Game's Player Base. Oh yeah, sure. Best timing ever. A new event comes out and now you're saying that the game is great again. Crytek totally paid you with Bratwurst to say this. Well, actually, the game is great. And no, sadly they did not give me Bratwurst for this video. Warum sollten sie auch? Ich habe 100 Abos, mir hört eh keiner zu. But jokes aside, something big actually happened. And today I want to show you why Hunt Showdown is currently in the best state it's ever been. And on top of that, why now is the best time to jump back in again. Let's talk about the current ongoing Post Malone Murder Circus Encore event. Because this is where Crytek finally figured something out. For the first time, the event isn't just, here's the battle pass, start grinding. Instead, they introduced paid story missions. You can buy narrative-driven missions, play through them, and in turn, you get a lot of rewards. Not just cosmetics, but meaningful progression and more reasons to start up the game. And honestly, this is a much better way to monetize DLCs. Instead of, give me 10 euros, here's the skin. We get actual gameplay, lore, and a reason to play, not just own it. Wait, so I'm paying to do something? Exactly. Revolutionary concept. If Crytek continues to sell playable content instead of just static skins, that is a huge win long term. One thing that I've realized in the past is that I only played Hunt Showdown when there was a reason to grind. If I finished the weekly missions, I would just stop and wait till the missions refresh. This idea completely changes that and gives you more to do than just weekly missions. Well, I already grinded the whole 2 story missions in 2 weeklies, but let's ignore that. Another important detail most people overlook: tarot cards. Players have been talking about it since the game came out because it just fits so perfectly. And guess what? They were introduced in the last event and the community loved them. And on top of that, instead of just throwing them away when the event ended, Crytek kept them. They carried tarot cards forward into this event and clearly plan on using them in the future too. That is rare for Crytek. Hunt Showdown used to have a pattern of introduce a system, delete it, pretend it never existed. But now we're seeing iteration instead of replacement. That is a massive mindset shift. The same can be said about event durations. Before that, an event had around the duration of 1 month, even maybe 1.5 months. And then you would wait 2 months till the next event comes out. And in my opinion, 2 months where you wouldn't really play, apart from just grinding the weeklies. Now, events last up to 3 months, plus Twitch drops, plus story missions, and you have a maximum of 1 week downtime between events. This is such a good way to keep players interested in the game, and I'm just asking myself why they didn't implement it earlier. This part is actually huge. For around a year now, hunt missions are basically copy-paste. Deal 1k shotgun damage, kill 50 grunts, extract 3 times with a bounty. It just repeats forever. They didn't change how you played, and most of the time, they were just background noise. The current event introduces way more diverse mission design, objectives that encourage different pacing, loadout experimentation, risk versus reward decisions, and sometimes meme loadouts like kill 3 people using the hammer. You're no longer just doing missions by accident, you're actually adapting your playstyle. And for a game like Hunt, that's exactly what missions should do. So no more kill 50 grunts? No! Instead we get a much worse kill 50 circus clowns. And I don't mean this sarcastically. Fuck this mission, man. I don't say this lightly. The current season pass is a 10 out of 10. The skins, high quality. Animations, genuinely polished. And not just some cosmetic theming. All consistent. Nothing feels like a filler. I'm looking at you, Garden of the Witch event. This is actually the first time that the Battle Pass actually has things you want to work for. And it's the first time it doesn't feel like, here's 3 good skins and 20 garbage items. If this is the new standard, Crytek finally understood how to make live service content without giving us 90% trash. Now, let's not pretend everything's perfect. There are issues. Some story missions are way too, let's say, scripted to be good. On top of that, there was one big problem when the event launched. Right at the start of the Murder Circus Encore, there was a pricing bug in the event store. The Krampus story mission and many borders were costing double the price than they usually should have. But before you start to get mad at Crytek, if players unknowingly bought those overpriced items, me included, they did get refunded the extra blood bonds. Those kind of things shouldn't happen, sure. But in the end, it's just a pricing problem. The important part about this is that Crytek owned this problem and fixed it, which is something that you rarely see in live service games. So Hunt didn't just take the money and run. No, Ludwig. They fixed it and they refunded it. They could have just been quiet and took the money, but instead they fixed it and gave people their money back. Hunt Showdown suddenly isn't perfect, but it learned from its mistakes. And that is something that this game has failed to do so for years. If you quit before, if you were waiting, if you wanted a reason, now is the time. Boot up Hunt Showdown again and try it for yourself.